Hi, Josh. How you doing today? Via phone.
Poopy.
Hey, Rich. How you been, buddy?
Wonderful.
Flounder. What's up, bud?
What's up? I am doing amazing today.
Cool. On today's show, we're going to talk about songs, and we're going to do a Sweet 16. So we're going to start off with songs. Songs that are not what we think.
I've been looking forward to this.
You guys remember growing up listening to songs, and they have double meanings, or you play it backwards and shit like that. This is kind of similar to it, but it's more of the, not really the 70s and 60s songs, and a little more up to date. But I'm going to go around the room real quick. Do you guys have any songs that you guys were kind of blown away by with either a double meaning or anything like that? We'll start with Flounder.
Well, I'm a little older than you guys, so playing backwards thing was kind of a little bit of a hit whenever I was younger. I was just telling this story to my oldest kid the other day about ELO has a song, and at the beginning it is all backwards, and it says something about time isn't reversible, turn back, and that always caught me as like, well, that's crazy. I didn't know you could do that backwards and have everything else forwards.
That's cool. Did you ever do the backwards thing, like to see what he says forward? Is that what you meant?
Yeah, when I was younger, we would take the records and you remember what those are, right? Pieces of vinyl that spin around with the needle that drops down.
Okay, let's spin a disc.
In a direct drive turntable.
Yeah, we all know that. Chappie wouldn't know that, but...
She probably wouldn't. She's funny. Yeah, we get together and play. We'd play everything backwards just to see if we could find stuff. And we're like, oh, did he just say fuck? Is that what he said? And it would be nothing. You know, we'd be making shit up just because we thought we heard something.
Nice. Rich, you got anything?
No, I didn't have too much experience with records. I remember, I guess it was a fad back in the 90s to have the hidden tracks on CDs.
If you look in the liner notes, it says there are 2 hidden tracks on this album.
Nirvana, Nevermind, there was a hidden track, and you had to wait so many minutes, and then it was just like totally different from the rest of the album.
Yeah, yes. I remember that blight. Yeah, I can't talk. But yeah, I remember that a lot. Yeah, that was big in the 90s. We got Josh.
Yay!
Welcome back, Josh.
Thank you, buddy. I know of a couple songs that, like, you know, we thought that they were like love songs, but they were really like meant for someone else.
Like what?
The Elton John song, "This Is Your Song,"
I hope you don't mind.
was a song that was actually written about Paul McCartney's wife.
Oops.
Yeah, right.
Another one of those songs was Alanis Morris song that, I had heard rumors that it was supposed to be about Dave Coulier from Full House.
Oh, yeah. You ought to know. The one
that was about Dave Coulier?
Yeah. It was the one where he's going down on you in
A theater.
Yeah. Oh, that's so gross. Because Dave Coulier is gross.
Perverted like me.
Do you think he was doing like the little voices as well?
He's like, oh, come on now, cut it out.
Doing Bullwinkle and fast as fast can be, you'll never catch a bee.
Oh, that's just, oh. I mean, look, Alanis Morissette is no prize. I mean, like, there aren't, like, people lining up with, to battle to the death for her.
I'm going to pick a fight.
But, I mean, she does have that great big mouth.
The thing that makes her most attractive is the $sign halo that floats around the top of her head.
Oh.
Money.
Do you think she ever pulled on his 90s mullet?
Isn't that ironic?
Oh.
Don't you think?
Oh, good times. Okay, so I made a list like that. Bruce Springsteen's Born in the USA.
Yep.
Now, this song was thought to be very patriotic, but the lyrics are a shocking take on the critical and mournful eye of America and its involvement in Vietnam.
I don't think anybody really understands any of the lyrics from Bruce Springsteen songs.
I know, right? Reading the lyrics to it, and it's talking about how there was no jobs when he got back from Vietnam. Oh, no, he got into trouble, and they threw him a gun. Then he had to go and fight the Viet Cong. Then he comes back, and there's no jobs, and all this shit, and you're like... Ugh.
I did hear that story.
Ronald Reagan was trying to use that song for his re-election, and they had to go and tell him, you don't want to use that song. Now we go from that to Cyndi Lauper. You guys remember that song, Girls Just Wanna Have Fun?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I grew up listening to that song. I had a little crush on Cyndi Lauper.
I don't really know. You don't ask a guy named Ice Pick too many questions.
Did anybody else?
That does not surprise me.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
She's a little eccentric. She's out there.
Here's the deal. We all know that song, so that's one of Cyndi Lauper's signature songs, and rightfully so, because she had to change the majority of the lyrics from the original version, which was made in 1971. It was a song written from a man's perspective about going into a girl's room while she's sleeping to have sex with her. And the refrain, "Girls just want to have fun," was one of the only really original verses left from the song. It's kind of rough when you listen to the refrain and think that's a dude saying, "Hey, girls just want to have fun." So now you can kind of see how shitty that song probably was.
Yeah.
I did not know that fact.
I'm still on Born in the USA. I'm looking at the lyrics now, and it is pretty racially charged. One of the lyrics is, sent me off to a foreign land to go and kill the yellow man.
Really?
Did Bruce write that song or somebody else write that for him?
No, he wrote it.
It says, got in a little hometown jam, so they put a rifle in my hand. Basically saying he got arrested, so they sent him off to Vietnam.
Did he go to Vietnam? I mean, he's probably old enough, I would think.
I don't know. Want me to continue, or are we going to stay on that?
Oh, no, yeah, go ahead. Wow, I just couldn't believe how bad that was. And there's other parts of it where, like, he talks about how he came home and, like, the refinery he worked at is gone, and then he had to go to the VA, and he's like, yeah, well, whatever.
James Blunt, you know that song, "You're Beautiful"?
You're beautiful.
It's true.
Yeah, this can't be good.
No, it's not. Most think this is a good wedding song, but guess what? This is a song about a guy high on drugs stalking a girl in the subway.
Yeah, she caught my eye, and as we walked by, she could see from my face I was fucking high.
Oh, wow, I didn't know that was in there.
Yeah, wow.
Have you ever heard the song by Ben Folds 5, Brick?
She's a brick and I'm drowning slowly.
Oh, yeah.
From what I'm told, it's supposed to be about him and his girlfriend getting an abortion.
Yep, that's a good song, too. Isn't that kind of rough? Like, the good songs tend to be, like, the most shittiest. Third Eye Blind. You guys like that song, Semi-Charmed Life? I want something else to get me through this. Semi-charmed kind of life.
Yeah.
I know it.
Good song.
An upbeat song most think is the desire to rise, get out of life's pitfalls, that, you know, all that kind of thing. But this is what the song's really about. It's about snorting speed and getting blowjobs and invocating the bright and shiny feelings you get when you're on speed.
Is this an admission by the songwriter, or is this just someone's personal views of the song?
Pretty interesting so far. A couple things I did not know.
Here's the words of Semi-Charmed Kind of Life. Because I'm packed and I'm holding, I'm smiling, she's living, she's golden, she lives for me, she says she lives for me, ovation. She's got her own motivation. She comes around and she goes down on me. And I make her smile. It's like a drug for you.
I don't know how you get speed out of that, though.
Well, that's just what the guy who wrote it talked about. That's what he said it was about.
You know what's funny is that we hear these songs all the time on the radio, and we just sing along, and we just sing the words and not even realize it.
I know.
Chop another line like a coda with a curse.
All right, you guys ready for another one?
Yeah, let's go.
Closing time.
One last call for alcohol.
Finish your whiskey or beer.
Semisonic.
That's a good song.
So you want to know what the meaning behind it is now?
Might change. Well, I don't know.
I don't think I want to know anymore.
Okay, most think it's about what to do or who after closing down a bar.
Not the case.
The songwriter band member Dan Wilson was expecting his first kid, and his band members didn't want baby songs to be played. So he wrote a double meaning song. I gotcha! You're all thinking it was going to be like drugs and porn and some weird shit.
I thought some homosexual activity was about to take place.
Oh my.
What, random Hummer in the back.
What, you were hopeful for that?
No, I was afraid of it.
He was
That's-
afeared.
Green Day's Time of Your Life.
You got to sing part of it. You've done everything else.
What is it? It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life.
Yes, we know that one.
Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road.
It sounds like a breakup song. Like, hey, the ending's coming, but, I hope you do all right. Now get the hell out.
You are correct. Most think this is about a moving on, best wishes, etc. song. Nope. It's about an ex that left lead singer Billy Armstrong, and he's telling her off. Hence the full title, Good Riddance, Time of Your Life. So I guess if you guys ever have a breakup, you can use that song or whatever.
Yeah, I'm gonna break up with somebody.
The last one, Goo Goo Dolls, Slide.
I remember that was a good song.
Yeah,
So
why don't you slide?
Not a bad song.
Sing some.
Oh, I'm going to give you some lyrics. Most think this is a being in love song. Nope, it's about abortion.
Yikes.
Don't you love the life you killed? The priest is on the phone. Your father hit the wall. Your ma disowned you. Don't suppose I'll ever know what it means to be a man. Something I can't change. I'll have to live around it. Pretty deep for like a pop song, huh?
So, like, it's from the boyfriend's point of view that the girlfriend got an abortion without asking him?
I mean, he's the one saying these questions, so yeah.
Dude, that song and the Brick song both need to go on Planned Parenthood's greatest hits.
Yeah.
Music to abort to.
Oh,
The loyalty rewards program there?
Frequent flyer miles.
Oh, this podcast took a hard left turn.
As long as they don't take a picture of you like they do at Six Flags.
Step into my office. Why? 'Cause you're fucking fired.
Back to the Bruce Springsteen thing.
yeah.
He actually got drafted in 1967. He was 18 years old. When he went to do his physical, they kicked him out because he had crashed his motorcycle and they thought he messed up his head. So he wasn't mentally right to be in the military. So he got drafted and was supposed to go.
Wow.
Neither did I until Google told me.
I just plugged Bruce Springsteen into the Googleizer.
Thank you, Google. Who wants to play a Sweet 16?
I do.
Toys we grew up playing, and I did a page and a half. There's a long list, but I narrowed it down so everybody's going to hate me because their toy won't be on here, okay?
If my toy's not on here, I quit.
All right. There is 1, 2, 3, 4 of us, so this should be good. I also have the tiebreaker here from the listener poll. 21 listeners helped us do this poll, so we should have a good tiebreaker. Wow. First off, Legos versus Hungry Hungry Hippos.
Legos all the way.
You can make a hungry hippo out of Legos.
So what does that mean?
I'm picking Legos all day.
I don't know. I'm picking Hungry Hippos because it was awesome when you could just kind of tilt the board to make all the things come flying at you and like piss your family or your brother off.
I like them both. I'll go with the tiebreaker, so I'll pick Hungry Hungry Hippos.
Very socialist of you.
You could also like slam the thing that launched the marbles in there and at people, so that was kind of fun too.
Hungry Hungry Hippos took it out by 10.
That's right, you stupid Lego people.
I'm surprised. I thought Legos would
I'm
be
shocked.
out. Yeah.
I am a little bit too.
That's it. I quit. Next.
Okay, Slinky versus anything by Nerf.
I gotta go with Nerf. I mean, Slinky was fun, but like, it could go downstairs and, that was really about it. And then once it kinked, you were done forever.
You can walk it down the stairs and then tie it in a knot. Other than that, you're done. I'm going with Nerf.
I gotta go with Nerf. You got all those cool guns and footballs and everything.
Nerf moves on. Stretch Armstrong versus Rubik's Cube.
I'm going Stretch Armstrong on that one. You can tie that to people. You can tie it to a wagon and a pole and stretch it. And I could never figure out a damn Rubik's Cube.
I'm going to have to go with Stretch Armstrong, too, because the only thing that the Rubik's Cube was good for was pulling the stickers off and placing them in the wrong spots and then, throwing them at a wall or someone else.
I'm going to say Rubik's Cube. Even though, it frustrated you to no end, I still would rather play with that.
I gotta go with Rubik's Cube, not for the socialist side of this. Never really big into Stretch Armstrong. We had a clear one where you could see the goop inside of it, and I pulled him so much I ripped his arm off.
Stretch Armstrong didn't do well if you froze him either.
What?
Put Stretch Armstrong in the freezer, and we froze him, and then he cracked and broke.
Wow, I never... and the listener poll comes... Stretch Armstrong moves on. Apparently everybody hates Rubik's Cube.
Yeah, because it's like, you had to, up until 15 years ago when you could Google shit, you could never figure it out.
Etch-a-Sketch versus Super Balls. Now we're talking about the ones, those itty-bitty rubber balls you throw and they go nuts.
We called those bouncy balls.
Okay, bouncy balls.
I'm going with Etch-a-Sketch.
Yeah, Etch a
I'm
Sketch.
the Brit on that one.
Etch a Sketch was cool, but I mean, bouncy balls got you outside.
All right, so Flounder goes.
Boom goes Paul's Mikey.
Yes, sir.
You know what? I got to go with Etch a Sketch, man.
Yeah, I'm going with Etch a Sketch, but I mean, I'm just saying, bouncy balls got you outside. They were fun.
Played with those inside. We didn't even need to go out.
Whoa, what the hell is that? No, I'm with you too, dude. The bouncy balls, the little super balls, they're awesome because you go in a room and just chuck it and watch it just go all over the place. And then it'll always get lost underneath a couch or behind something, and you'd find it when you're cleaning, and then you start playing with it again. Operation versus Battleship.
I choose Battleship only because you could cheat.
I choose Battle Shots because you can get drunk.
Battleship.
I choose Operation.
Operation was so fun, but you could cheat on Battleship. You could just move your ships around and really piss people off.
Battleship moves on.
Stupid Battleship.
It's the same game over and over and over again.
Simon versus Candyland.
Simon.
I'm liking Simon myself.
This one's fun. Simon, I don't know. See, I would like Candyland because I liked playing with other people and beating them, which sounds really bad right now.
Hey, you're a competitive person. No worries, no judgment here.
Yeah, competitive.
Bully. I mean, what?
You kids go in your own room and play with your own balls and play that one game where you beat each other.
I gotta go with Simon just because I never played Candyland, so I have no idea. So Simon moves on. Sorry, Josh.
Boo.
Light Bright versus He-Man.
Oh, He-Man, dude. Get out.
See, I'm older than you guys, so I'm kind of liking the Light Bright. I mean, that's kind of artistic, and I never got into the He-Man stuff too much.
I like them both in their own respects, but if I have to pick one, I'd probably say He-Man.
Well, I'm with
boy, Rich.
You're my boy, Rich. You're my boy. I gotta go with Flounder. I did have a lot of He-Man, but I go with Light Bright. So we're tied.
Yeah, Light Bright was fun until you lost all the fucking pegs.
or you swallowed them.
Your mom vacuums them up and
Oh my god, I forgot the vacuum.
swallows them, really?
Yeah, we'd gnaw on them, and then all of a sudden your brothers. I had two older brothers. Would end up fighting, and then you end up swallowing one.
They end up fighting swallow it. I won't swallow it. Okay. That's why Legos lost, because your mom vacuumed them all up and didn't give them back.
Well, sorry, Flounder. He-Man wiped us out with 13 ahead. Jeez.
Booyah.
Wow.
Everybody
Look,
wins.
Light Bright's fun, but you have too many pieces. It's as a kid, you had to keep all the damn pegs separated. Well, you didn't really have to, but if you wanted to make anything, you could. You could make your own designs, but they're always crappy. And then, you had the stencil that you could put on there, which was cool, but was one use only.
This one was for Chappie. I put it in there for her, but, since it's just a bunch of guys, it ain't gonna make it forward. Barbie versus Tonka Toys.
Oh, come on. That's so easy.
I know. Chappie ain't here to argue it, so...
It's Barbie all the way. I mean, Tonka truck.
Don't lie, you had a Malibu Barbie, didn't you? Yeah.
With the sports car, I did.
Let's see. Tonka toys, and then until you get the whole lesbian fantasies, then you can go switch over to Barbies.
Ooh, I didn't think about that. What say you, Josh?
Yeah. Wow. I mean, so you've got Tonka toys that you play with until, because girls have cooties, until girls don't have cooties and you get curious, and then it's Barbie.
You can't draw nipples on a Tonka truck.
You know what? Chappie would be proud of us.
Yeah, we tried, but yeah, Tonka trucks.
Somehow I think she might vote that way anyway.
You think so?
I don't know. She seems like the type that, she's not afraid to play with boy toys and to get out and get dirty. And, you guys are going to play paintball and all that stuff. I don't think she's afraid to do guy stuff at all.
Yeah. Hey, are you coming for paintball?
If I get done, I might stop by.
You got the invite on Facebook, right?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Rich, you got it, right?
I did. I don't know.
Wow. Somebody's agreeing with you, I guess. I don't know. Or the FBI's listening in. I don't know what that was. Paintball and barbecue. Josh, you can come up for it, too, if you want to make a 12-hour trip.
Yar.
8 teams remain. The Elite 8.
Hungry Hippos versus anything Nerf.
I'm going with Nerf now.
Nerf for sure. Nobody wants hippo balls thrown at them.
Nerf.
All right, Nerf moves on. Stretch Armstrong versus Etch-a-Sketch.
Etch-a-Sketch.
Yeah, I think Etch-a-Sketch.
Yeah, I think I agree with you. It just can't.
Etch moves on. Battleship versus Simon.
If you play it fairly, I still like Battleship.
I'm going with Simon on this one.
I think I'm going to take Battleship, because at least you're playing with somebody so you have some company.
We'll go to the listener poll because I choose Simon.
Do 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 do.
Battleship squeaked by with 4.
Wow.
He-Man versus Tonka Toys.
Still Tonka, I think.
I'm going with He-Man.
That's a tough one. I don't know.
Yeah, because, I played He-Man with my Tonka toys.
Oh, shit. Even if we make this a tie, it's also a tie in the listeners poll. Josh, you know what to do.
Yeah.
Flip a coin.
And we got to do it the Josh way.
What is the Josh way?
Odd or even.
Even.
Odd.
I'll go with even.
Tonka Toys moves on.
That's how we do it at the Miscellaneous Podcast.
That's it. That's how we do it. That's fair stuff.
Crown Jewel, the Final Four.
Nerf versus Etch-a-Sketch.
Now I gotta go with Nerf.
Nerf.
It's Nerf.
Nerf moves on. Battleship versus Tonka Toys.
Tonka Toys.
Yeah, now it's Tonka Toys.
I agree. Tonka.
Tonka moves on.
And the dream season is now complete.
Tonka Toys.
Their first title in 40 years. And how sweet it must be for those crazy loyal
Nerf.
fans.
Tonka versus Nerf.
I got Nerf.
Nerf.
Wow, that is a tough one.
Yeah, I like Tonka Toys, but man, I love playing with, the Nerf footballs, the frisbees, the rapid fire,
The Gatling
foam
gun thing, yeah.
Yeah, man, Nerf was all the way.
I always was so jealous of the kids in the commercials because they had the ultimate badass Nerf arena to play in. You ever notice that? They could be outside or whatever. They had the coolest Nerf guns, and it looked, you just wanted to be there.
Yeah, they never played outside. They always played in an arena.
No, I remember a couple of them where they played outside. I go with Nerf too because I love the Nerf boomerang. You remember that 3-pronged boomerang?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That was cool. So,
I could
Flounder.
never throw it.
Flounder, did you choose?
I'm going to have to pick Nerf. If I sit down and think about the hours I've spent playing each one of those toys, and now that I have kids of my own, it's got to be way many more hours shooting each other with a Nerf gun or playing football.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So back to the boomerang, dude. You're right. You would have to fold that thing up. You remember that? And then chuck it.
Well, see, and it was made for right-handed people, and I'm left-handed, so if I threw it, it would go straight into the ground.
Oh, that's why it did that to me.
Yeah, but if you threw it like a frisbee, it would work correctly. Did you notice that?
No.
You're like, no, I just kept trying and throwing it into the ground.
I did. I mean, I got a couple tries out there. All right. So, you ever notice the Nerf footballs? Give it about a year, and there's chunks missing from it, from the dog, from just use.
Oh, yeah.
I have about 3 of them on my boat. They never last very long, especially when they get waterlogged.
Oh, now that was fun. That was really fun to waterlog them and then chuck them at people.
You can blast an 8-year-old right off his feet with one of them.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah. Rich is just like, you guys are wrong. You're so wrong.
No, I'm just sitting there reminiscing about the good times with Nerf.
Oh, yeah. And then, we had, the cheap ones, you got from, Kmart. They were basically just, foam rubber painted orange.
Yeah.
Those were god-awful.
They didn't fly for nothing.
All right. So, everybody nerfed out?
No, we're good.
Yep, on to the next.
Yes, sir. I'm done talking about squishy balls.
Let me give a shout out.
Shout outs.
Can I get a shout out?
Shout outs.
Yeah, I want to give congratulations out to Nick and Molly getting married next weekend. I'll be up in Springfield, Illinois for that.
Congratulations to them.
Yep, and it's going to be my anniversary next weekend as well.
No shit. What do you guys have planned? Anything big?
We're getting fucked up!
And that is it for the show. Thank you so much for listening. If you like what you heard, please subscribe to the Miscellaneous Podcast. We're on iTunes, YouTube, Spreaker, all that good stuff. If you want to contact any of us, go to the Facebook page, the Miscellaneous Podcast Facebook page. You can find it under groups. You can talk to us there. We'll talk right back. Okay, and you guys...
Hey, Paul.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
Let's get to it.
Everybody has a tagline now?